Hello, I'm Evad, and I'm here today to talk to you about The Matrix. Now, this is a movie that came out in the late 90s. It pretty much defined all of the feats that technology had had over the decade, and I'm here to talk to you about it. When I was a young kid, I remember watching this movie. I must have been about 9 or 10. I remember when I watched it on video in my room. Well, not my room, the living room. I watched it, and that night I had a dream, and in this dream, I was Neo, and I stopped the bullets, and I turned them around and I shot Agent Smith, which is what they should have done at the end of this movie. It could have happened. I don't understand why. Anyway, that is a dream that I had about this movie when I was younger. The Matrix was an amazing movie, featuring amazing technology, unlike which has any been seen. They had amazing bullet time, which had been done previously before The Matrix, but was perfected within The Matrix by having, literally freezing the actors and having the camera angle change just to emphasize the move they were about to make. It had amazing use of kung fu and everything else, and the graphics were amazing. Of course, now, if you were to look back on it, you would see massive, great flaws. It has aged somewhat, but it's still an amazing movie. I expect in 10 or 20 years I'll probably redo the graphics. Anyway, there are two sequels. Both came out in 2003. The Matrix Reloaded is a continuation of the story. The Matrix 1 left a lot of questions unanswered. It made a reference to a city within the center of the earth called Zion. What is the Matrix? There were still a lot of questions there. People wanted to know. What came was the second and third installments, which still left questions, but answered, but very, very, very vaguely. When people got these answers, they were annoyed because, I don't know, it's like the lost answers, you know? You look forward to the answers and you expect something different, and that's not exactly what they got with The Matrix 2 and 3. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. The Matrix 2, it said a lot about how there's all these doors between the Matrix and about the key and how Neo has a destiny and how he has to die again. But I don't know. People said that Matrix 2 and 3 were terrible movies. Personally, I really enjoyed them, even when I was younger. And now, I watched them back a couple of months ago. I watched Matrix Reloaded again, and I was like, hang on, this isn't as bad as I thought it was back then. It was a lot better. I understood it a lot more than I did when I was younger. There's still amazing, amazing fight scenes in the second and third one. And to be honest, I think they're both just really underrated movies. Whereas in the first one, it focused entirely on Neo. In the second and third one, it focuses a lot more on the other characters. And there's this war going on between robots and humans. They're drilling into the center of the earth, and that's amazing. So, why do people hate these movies? I don't understand. I really, really enjoyed them every time I watched them. It's just, okay, there are some really, really cheesy parts in both of these movies. Yeah, really cheesy. But to be honest, it's a movie. There are going to be cheesy parts in anything. The Matrix 1 was a bit cheesy. I mean, Trinity brought Neo back to life, didn't she? With a kiss. No one looks at that as a plot hole. He was dead. I mean, I know he's the one, Neo, O-N-E, but he still died. But ultimately, he still dies at the end of the third one. But it's what leads up to that that's... I loved it. I loved the way that he had to realize that there can't be a Smith and a Neo. It went into how everything that happened in The Matrix 1 has happened over and over again and leading to a conclusion which happens in the second one. But this time it's different. This Neo says no. No. And to be honest, it's just... Okay, The Matrix 2 and 3 weren't perfect, nor was The Matrix 1. But they're better than people say they are. And I pretty much just made this movie because I just watched this kid with no energy or life in him do a review on these three movies, and he had no energy. Anyway, I'm Evad, and I might make another video soon. Bye.